Thank you for taking time out with PSOA. This training tape is going to go over about 15 clips of game action. And with this training tape, we're trying to use this to talk about positioning, talk about rules, talk about mechanics, and talk about communication after we make a decision as an official. All right, with no further ado, this is Sean Johnston, Premier Sports Officials Association from Omaha, Nebraska. And this game is up in Mitchell, South Dakota. We got Dakota Wesleyan versus Valley City State. As we're watching this clip, the reason we start here, all right, jump ball to begin the game, we have to make sure both players are on their side of the court. All right, so referees, before you jump it, white going this way, black going this way, blow the whistle, spit the whistle, get these players legal on their side of the court, and then jump it up. All right, so slow down, don't be in a hurry. So that is how we start the basketball game. So the first clip we're going to go to is clip number 10. And what we have here is block versus incidental contact. All right, so block is using the body to impede normal basketball movement of the opponent. Incidental contact is we see two opponents contact each other, but after the contact, there's no disadvantage to either opponent. So let's take a look at this block versus incidental contact. How did that player end up on the ground? Did number 11 defense use his body to impede normal basketball movement? Or did the shooter go forward into the defender, bounce backwards, or fade away and make the basket? That's the importance of the judgment. Whatever we judge, communicate why you judged it the way it was. So this was ruled incidental contact. Offense initiated the contact, bounced off the defender, faded away. Defense did not move forward, did anything illegal. Next clip, we're going to have illegal use of hands versus incidental contact, and then held ball. All right, so let's go back here. We have the players going vertical. Did the defender's arm come forward and contact the shooter's arm? If the answer is yes, we would have illegal use of hands. However, by rule, if this contact is on the hand when the ball is on the hand, that contact is incidental as it is a legitimate block attempt. Remember that for the very last clip of this training tape. Right? Judgment is very important here in communicating. Why was this not a foul by the calling officials? In their judgment, the contact was made by the defender on the shooter's hand while the ball was in contact with the hand. By rule, incidental contact, no foul. Now as we play this out, we have a rebound, we have a violation, open hand, and now we have a held ball. Very important, watch the official's eyes here on this held ball. Nobody is looking at the arrow. After a held ball violation, we must make sure all players from opposing teams are separated before we look at the arrow. If you have an extra whistle, have that extra whistle in your pocket in the way the possession arrow is going when you are facing the table. So correct, incidental contact, no call. Good job violation, held ball, good job dead ball officiating, watching the players after the play. We're going to go to a play coaches will ask for on moving screens. All right, so is this an illegal screen because the screener is moving while screening? Let's take a look. 33 was moving screen, Sean. But what caused that screener to move? Slow it down. It was the defense that caused that screener to move. So whenever we have a screen on top, we call this a double official call. So in this case, the center official, he's watching the dribbler, make sure there's no violations there. He's going to be watching the primary defender. And then we have the trail official who's out of the screen right now. He's going to be watching this screener. He's going to have the information for the coach of why this was not an illegal moving screen. Coach, it was your defender that moved the screener, which now brings up the point. Could this have been hold or push on the defense? All right, so after this contact, was number 33 at a disadvantage? No. Was the defender at a disadvantage? No. So yes, he does push him, he does hold him, but since there was no disadvantage after that contact, incidental contact, not push or hold on the defense, not a moving screen on the offense. Correct? No call. All right, next clip, we're going to go to number 34. Is this a foul? How did this player get on the floor? We have a defender legally reaching for the basketball. We have a defender there moving forward. We have the airborne shooter losing balance, throwing the shot up. All right. This action right here is probably the biggest foul opportunity. We have a defender legally reaching forward, contacting the basketball, but as he's doing that, he also makes body contact on the dribbler. So if there's going to be a foul, it's probably going to be this one, defense, block, moving forward into the dribbler. Now this one, we have legal guarding position, head and shoulders past the defender, but it doesn't look like number 1 was actually contacted on the hip. All right, so I would not have a foul on number 1. If a foul were called, illegal defense block, moving forward, contacting the dribbler, you could go block number 1, head and shoulders past the defender. On this one, though, we should have a foul. Block, impeding normal basketball movement of dribbling and or the second one, shooting. We saw this a lot in our observations last week and staying with shooters and the importance of staying with shooters. So we're not only going to talk about staying with the shooters, but we're going to talk about primary coverage areas and which officials will have which shooters. So as this three-point shot goes, all right, 2-person lead official, you would have the shooter. This is a 3-person game. Lead official, you're staying, keeping your eyes in the middle of the lane over to the 3-point arc. Center official, you're going to have shooters 40, what we call 60-40. 40% of the 3-point arc is the center official shooter. 60% of the arc is the trail official's shooter. So the trail official turns his body, indicates a 3, and continues to watch the shooter. Lead official continues to watch players in his area. Center official continues to watch players in their area. If we have all 3 officials watching the shooter, then we have 8 players unofficiated. So great job here staying with the shooter, not staying with the ball. The ball will not foul. And we have a foul. Raised arm, closed fist, walking towards, we got a push. Moving forward into the shooter, resumption of play, 3 shots. Good mechanics, good eye location, correct call. All right, rule. Going to go to clip number 71 here. We have a shot up. Then we have a tap. Then we have possession right here. We're going to play the what if game. All right, at the beginning of this play, we have black in team control. Black is has lost team control as a shot is in flight. Team control is not gained again until we have secure possession. A tap is not secure possession. What if this offensive player gained possession of the ball in the backcourt? Would that be a backcourt violation? The answer is no. All right. 4-12-5, it is legal to tap the ball into the backcourt. That is not considered gaining control. So this offensive player legally got it in the front court. Sweet. Front court status. He could have also gained possession in the backcourt without a backcourt violation called. That rebounder would have had to grab it, possess it, and intentionally pass it to a teammate for possession to be gained clearly. Few more plays here to help us get ready for the upcoming weekend of games, whether you're working youth basketball or some college basketball. All right, so we have a rule that we covered in our daily quizzes. When a defender is within 3 feet of a boundary line and then there is contact by an opponent, who is the contact onus on? All right, so we have number 33, legal guarding position, as he's got 2 feet on the ground facing the opponent. So we know he can move laterally and obliquely. All right, he's within 3 feet of the baseline, a boundary line. He's not moving forward. He's just trying to cut that player off. And the offense initiates the contact. All right. So since the offense initiated the contact, number 33, after the contact, is not at a disadvantageous position. The contact is the greater responsibility of the offense because it's within 3 feet of a boundary line. No foul on the defense. If there is a foul, it would be charge on the offense. But since 33 was not put at a disadvantage, incidental, play on. 2 more plays. Talk about eye location and eye discipline. All right, this is going to be a pass and crash play coming down the other. Actually, we'll start with this one. All right. Does the defender gain legal guarding position? Does the defender go straight up? That's the judgment. Legal guarding position, 2 feet on the floor facing the opponent. Offense initiated contact. Defense did nothing illegal. Play on. As we're playing on, we're going to have a pass and what we call a crash. All right, so here's the pass. Lead officials. After this pass, keep your eyes on this action. Trust your partner that they're going to pick up the basketball. All right, so once this ball is passed, we have to have our eye discipline, stay with this passer, and he crashes into the defender. Okay? Defender is legal. The offense tries to avoid that contact. If the judgment is the defender went through the legal guarding position opponent's torso, we have a team control foul push. If you don't believe this defender got on the ground because of that offensive contact, incidental contact, play on, as this defender chose to stay on that court. He did not choose to go block that shot, so he's not at a disadvantageous position. All right, but the main thing is whether you have a block, a charge, or a no call, you have to have the eye discipline to see the entire play to communicate your judgment. Legal guarding position, pass, he tried to avoid contact. Hey, coach, this player was not taken to the ground because of that offensive player moving forward. He chose to go to the ground. That was the call on the court. Last play of the training tape, we started with the tip. Now we're going to go to the last play of the game. The offense needs to score to win the game. Pass goes up. Pass is received. Shot goes up. No good. Okay. Ruling on the court was no call. Now let's see if the video can support the no call. Once that ball goes up, this is a pass. Any player can make a play on the ball on a pass. Now this defender is looking to block the ball. As he's going to block the ball, there is some contact low. He is jumping towards an airborne shooter. But we have contact on the hand when the ball is in contact with the hand. This block is clean high. The cleaner the block high, the more we're going to give low. Correctly called incidental contact, legal block, as both players came down to the ground clean. All right, 7.3 seconds left. You have to judge, did it hit the rim to reset the shot clock? Doesn't matter. But the main point of this training tape clip is lead official having the eye discipline and understanding the rule of illegal use of hands. Contact is with the hand on the ball, incidental by rule. The philosophy, if we're clean up top, we're going to give a little bit at the bottom. All right, so correct no call on this play as well. Those are the training clips here for this week from Live Game Action. Next week, we're going to have a main topic, a rule topic that we will cover with play examples for that specific. And we'll have another training tape with a live game, picking out about 10 to 15 clips, explaining positioning, explaining mechanics, explaining communication after a call or no call. Thank you for taking time out with PSOA. Look forward to having many of you back throughout the basketball season. If you liked what you saw, please like the video, share the video. If you have comments of ideas of what we could do to make it better, put that in the comments as well. If you have questions on certain plays and statements made in this, ask those questions in the comment box and we'll be able to get back to you. Officials, remember, you're only as good as your last call.